Who pulls it? Give me the okay. And I go. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
No, you're good.
I don't want the chair.
I'm sorry. You're fine.
I like the chair.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Goose, man, with another reaction. Look, this video is gonna be about a husband attempting to kill his wife, but find out she's still breathing. But she still ended up passing, man. We're gonna get into it. But first, hit the like for the algorithm. Comment down below how I could do better. And don't forget to subscribe so you would so you can see more of my let me slow down. I'm trying to talk too fast. My fault is early. But subscribe so you can check out some of my other content, and also hit the post notification so you will know when I drop my next video. All right, I got through that. Boy, let me make myself small so we can start this video, man. Yeah.
Of a local supermarket known as HEB Plus in preparation for dinner with her husband, Chris. As she gathered the ingredients, she observed a bouquet of pink and red roses, colors that symbolize tenderness and passion. As Olivia exited the store with the roses in her cart, she was unaware that in less than 40 minutes, she would be dead. A horrible consequence of so-called toxic love. The police would find her on her bedroom floor in a quiet neighborhood in Beaumont, Texas. 11 minutes earlier, her loving husband, Chris, dialed 911.
Beaumont 911, what is the address of your emergency?
Olivia! Please, hurry. Someone take the gun.
Tell me what's going on.
I'm at home. My wife been shot in the head. Please.
Somebody shot in the head.
My wife, please.
Tell me, where is she shot?
In the head.
Okay, where in the head?
Take it and it went off.
Okay. I want you to try.
What's up with this? Who is it called? The dispatcher? Yeah, it's dispatch. Why are you asking where in the head, nigga? The head is the head. The head is the head. Get somebody out here. What are you talking about? Why would...
Try to control the bleeding.
As soon as the call disconnected, officers headed on their way to the Beaumont, Texas home of Chris and Olivia, located at 5575 Pine Burr Boulevard. At 8:55 a.m., they arrived. Officer Otis Butler was met by a familiar face, 40-year-old Christopher Ray Jones, who was visibly distressed. Officer Butler was close friends with Chris and his wife, Olivia. His body cam was rolling while Chris urged the officers to hurry into the house.
In the bedroom. Where's the gun?
In the bedroom, broken down on the dresser. Come this way.
Okay.
Please, come this way. This way.
Okay.
Please. Olivia!
As alluded to earlier, the officers made their way to the bedroom and found Olivia lying on the floor.
Baby!
Sir. Okay. Step back.
What's up, Mr. Butler? I tried to take it.
Get his.
Mom!
Olivia was found face down with a gunshot wound to the back of her head. Astonishingly, she was still breathing. When the officers rolled her over, they discovered that the bullet had pierced through her right eye. The room she was found in was covered in blood, with spatter all over the walls. The paramedics arrived, and while they tended to Olivia, the police secured the area. Officer Butler had Chris walk him through the events leading up to the shooting.
What happened? We had a disagreement. And I say, baby, if you're not working with me, you're working against me. I say, we've been doing this. My 19-year-old stepdaughter was 8. My 11-year-old was 1. I say, Olivia, we can't get it together. We can't be together. Okay. We got several. And I say, I just want a divorce. And her reaction was, she got the gun? I said, give me the gun. She like, I don't remember which hand. I'm like, give me that gun. What is you doing? Stop trying to scare me. I took it.
So when you grabbed it, went off?
She yanked. I grabbed it and she yanked back. and the gun went off.
Okay.
The gun went off.
Chris's story immediately set off red flags. How could such a large man be overpowered by his significantly smaller wife? Chris dropped to his knees in anguish, but there were no tears as he asked Officer Butler if he could go check on Olivia.
Mr. Butler, I got help.
No. You don't need to go in there, okay?
Is she alive?
Yeah, she is.
She is.
We got him.
Is she alive, Mr. Butler?
When we went in there,
Please don't tell me she's alive and she's not.
Yeah, when I saw her, she was.
She was talking?
She wasn't talking.
Is she breathing?
It looked like she was breathing.
Ooh, good.
Like, don't go in there, sir.
Please.
Sir, I need you to stay right here with me, okay? And calm down.
Calm down.
Upon learning that Olivia was still breathing, Chris's reaction seemed strangely devoid of relief or happiness. Another red flag for Officer Butler. Back inside the home, Olivia's wounds proved to be fatal, and just after 9 a.m., she was pronounced dead. Officers searched the rest of the home and noticed that in addition to the surveillance cameras installed on the exterior of the house, there were 2 more cameras mounted in the living room, monitoring the interior of the house as well. They also discovered the gun that Olivia was shot with, a 9mm pistol covered in blood. However, they found it strange that the gun was in a different room from where the shooting took place. If Olivia was holding the gun when it went off, how did it end up in a different room? The only logical answer was that Chris must have moved it. Following this discovery, the officers decided that the best course of action was to detain Chris until they had a better understanding of what really happened. As Chris was getting handcuffed, his 19-year-old daughter, Ariel, arrived at the house. She had already been contacted by Chris, who told her what had happened. She was clearly devastated. While the officers tried to console Ariel, Chris was escorted to the back of a police cruiser. Lead Detective Mendy Freeman and Sergeant Yvette Barrero of the Forensics Unit arrived at the residence and were immediately caught up to speed.
According to him, she grabs a 9mm in their bedroom. And she did that. He claims he reached for the gun to try to get it from her. And when he reached for it, and they struggle over it, boom.
At that moment, Olivia's sister Angela arrived at the scene, and Ariel once again broke out into hysterics. All of the evidence was collected and sent to the crime lab. Chris was brought down to the station where they took photos of his hands still covered in blood.
They're waiting for the lead detectives. They're going to be the ones that actually interview. So.
When the detectives finally arrived at the station, they started Chris's interview by asking him what caused the argument. He said that he felt as if Olivia wasn't pulling her weight in the relationship.
I am very particular. If you heard that, that's true. I am very particular. You strive for the best for people. I work really hard, and I don't make excuses for myself, and I don't accept excuses for anybody else.
After telling her that he wanted a divorce, she went to the bedroom and grabbed the gun.
What did you say?
Really? You serious? Really? This is not going to solve anything.
Okay.
You know, this is not, you do not want to do that. Put that freaking gun down before you make a mistake and hurt yourself. She was crying. She was crying.
Chris handed over his cell phone, which had access to the home security camera footage.
Say you want to access just that camera. You touch that. And that's just that camera. Okay. Go, you follow what I'm saying? So far. Let's go back to devices. Yes, sir. And everything is labeled. Carport, backyard, front door, back door, laundry room, inside garage, living room, kitchen.
The police examined this footage, hoping to corroborate Chris's story. At 8:41 a.m., Olivia can be seen going about her morning routine in the kitchen. Then, all of a sudden, the footage cuts. Video is back up, and Chris is captured frantically pacing around the house while on the phone with 911. 11 minutes later, at 8:55 a.m., the responding officers can be seen entering the residence. That means that Olivia must have been shot during this 3-minute gap in the footage. In the interrogation room, Chris was asked why this footage was missing. He claimed that he had no idea.
We're still trying to pull up these videos here, okay? Why would there be no recordings on that? I don't know. It should be. Everybody that went in that house should be on it. But like I said, the internet, you can go through days and it's going to get pretty much done. We shouldn't have bought that. You just keep, like, you can pick whatever day you want, and it's never going to be consistent. That's why I said it was a waste of money.
Well, I'm wanting desperately to find some video on here that corroborates what you're telling us, but almost all the videos start right after this event happened.
Chris had a bunch of excuses, from internet problems to not charging the camera properly. But at this point, the detectives were taking anything Chris said with a grain of salt. It seemed more likely that Chris, the only one with access to the footage, had tampered with it. Since they did not have the video, they had Chris reenact the moment that he tried to disarm Olivia.
Now go ahead and do my initial. She pulls it. Give me the. Okay. And I go. I'm sorry.
You're good.
No, you're good.
I like the chair.
I'm sorry.
You're fine. I like the chair.
I'm reliving it.
Are
you are?
I'm reliving it.
So she should be shot.
That fake ass, I'm reliving it. Man, look. You shouldn't have. What are you wigging out for over little shit anyway, bro? What you mean you gonna feel like she could pull the weight? She just came from the grocery store getting flowers and shit. Probably for you. Oh. Probably for you. Or for when her mama, your mama, somebody, she just came from the store. So what do you mean she ain't pulling her weight? If she can go to the store just for some flowers, she can go to the store whenever you need it. She taking care of her kids. What else do you want from the girl? What a woman. Man, what else did you want, man? Shit's sad. That's why I ain't been stopping a video like that, because I don't understand it. What else did you want? What else did you want?
In the back of her right head.
Did you feel me twist your? Did you feel me twist?
Back here.
Did you feel me twist your? I twisted.
With each question asked, it seems as if Chris was improvising the answer, actively trying to make the puzzle pieces fit together rather than telling the truth. The detectives ended their initial interview feeling more suspicious of Chris than ever. They then moved on to other members of the family, starting with Olivia's sister, Angela.
Olivia Jones is your sister, right? We've been talking a lot lately. We talk every day. I drop her baby to her at the tax office. She's always been timid about everything. But she was the type that whatever went on in their home, she would keep it there.
Yeah. Kind of a private
person.
Yeah.
She loved her baby so much that she thought she had to live for them. She would never.
Angela went on to reveal the extent of Chris's control over Olivia.
She can't talk on the phone after a certain time. He controlled the finances. He never wanted to be in the presence of her family reunions, anything. He never came. But she would have to step off, and when he would call, and all you could hear was him screaming and yelling on the phone. His character is agitation. Like, his character is to be aggressive. I just don't get it. Because all she wanted, my sister was a married type. All she wanted was to be loved.
Yeah.
She loved love. Like, she loved her babies. She wanted to live for her babies.
To make matters worse, Chris's ex-wife Letitia, who he initially met back in 1999, corroborated his pattern of controlling and aggressive behavior.
I met Chris Jones in.
That's what he wanted. At some point, you gotta just gotta know, man. You can't force people to do what the fuck you want them to do. We're grown people. People gonna do what they want to do. You feel me? The most you can do is put inside their head, hey baby, can you do this? This is how I like some shit. This is how I like this. This is how you need that. If they don't implement it, nigga, you gotta adjust. Or leave. Adjust or leave. Oh man. Trying to be controlling, nigga, that's gonna lead you down an angry path. You're gonna be angry every motherfucking day because you're not gonna be able to control a motherfucker. Like, that's just impossible. You can't control nobody. No matter how you want to put it, no matter how much money you make, no matter how, none of that. You can't control nobody, bro. Simple as that. We're grown. Baby, this how I like this how I like you to move, but if you ain't gonna move that way, then I'm gonna hit the door. Or this how I like you to move, baby, or yeah, baby, this how I like you to move. And then she don't start moving that way, adjust. It's certain ways you can get somebody to do things that you want them to do. That being on the phone late shit, that's weird. That is weird. But yeah, nigga, let's get back to it. I got too much to say in my head. This is already gonna be a long video, so make sure you hit the like for the algorithm, man.
1999. It was just like a constant fight. Like he strangled me, choked me out, drugged me through the house. My skin was missing off my back. One time he bit my hand. He had this bite marks in my hand. This was what it was. If the house not clean, he's told me that he would kill me if I was to ever leave him. Told me how he would do it. The reason I never said anything or went for help was because I was extremely in fear of my life. Because I knew and I felt in my heart that he would kill me.
And most damning of all were the allegations made by Olivia's daughter Ariel during her interview. She explained what it was like living at the house with her mom and Chris.
One time they were arguing and I heard her say she couldn't breathe. I would see.
This nigga's a dickhead. Like, what the fuck? Man. And we know what's crazy? He probably led into this, he probably led the conversation. I mean, not the conversation, but the relationship. He probably came into the relationship as a nice guy. I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to do that for you. And he was doing this and doing that and doing this and doing that. And then his true colors popped out because they got married. Probably 6 months to a year after they got together. Like, fuck, man. Rest in peace to this lady, man. That is crazy. That is fucking crazy. Nigga, everybody saying it, and then you up here, you doing it in front of her kid? Your kid too? Y'all got an 11-year-old. This is her daughter talking. Now, what if the 11-year-old get on here talking about some, yeah, my daddy did used to beat my mom and this, that, and the third. Like, for real. Like, this is crazy. At some point as a man, you have to realize that you cannot control nobody. Not even if it's your little brother, your little sister, whatever it is. You can't control nobody. They got their own opinions and facts in their own head, you know? It's just how you go about it. You got to learn how to do things differently. For real. Like, and this is me talking, being in a 5-year relationship. You can't just control somebody. You can't.
Bruises on her. It broke her down to the point where she believed what he said. Mm-hmm. You won't be nothing without me. Stuff like that. Right. Everybody knows my mom.
See what I say? He led by, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. That's how he led by. Getting her this, getting her that. That's how he led it. Led into the relationship. And then when she finally quit her job or something like that, and then let's say, she quit her job and he just still paying everything, doing this. Baby, can I get some money? He give her that. This is how it all starts, bro. That's how it all. I believe that's how it all started, bro. And that's sick, bro. It's sick. It's sick, bro. leave a bad.
Everybody
taste
knows
in
my mama. Everybody knows that we were her world.
With each person interviewed, the allegations against Chris were stacking higher and higher. They doubled back with him, urging him to tell the truth about what actually happened to the missing footage.
To be honest, I videos.
I look guilty. I'm not deleting those videos. I look guilty.
Not if you say right now, what you just said a while ago, I freaked out, I panicked, I did some stuff I shouldn't have done. Is that one of them?
Yes.
How many did you delete?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just afraid of being blamed for something I didn't do something that looks really bad or
While the confession was a much needed
do it,
win
nigga.
for the detectives,
You did do it. Fuck all that trying to play what's it called? What's it called? Soft and shit. The victim crying and shit. Fuck all that. She wish she could fucking cry and fucking leave you. But she not alive no more, bro. Her peoples wish they would have stepped in better. But they can't because she gone now. You fucking dweeb. The fuck?
there was still no trace of those crucial 3 minutes of footage. However, the detectives did their due diligence. They spent the days combing through all available footage from the house to see for themselves what daily life was like for the Jones family. In these recordings, the true nature of Chris and Olivia's relationship was on full display.
Then you're gonna be looking stupid. Look on the floor. Look on the floor. Look on the floor, wife. Look on the floor. Look on the floor. Look on the floor. Look on that. How is that like that? You're not paying attention. What the man?
Hey, Leah.
You wasn't worried about the son of a bitch a minute ago. That's your mother. Look at me like that, bitch. I'm not playing with you. Lazy. You want to do some shit, not enough? Give it here. You got all the goddamn answers. You don't do a goddamn thing around this. Right. This your ass, bitch. That's clean dish. That's clean.
Bro, it's different ways you can handle this shit, bro. Have you heard of leading by example? Not fucking putting your hands on her, bro. Bro, if you want your house clean the way you want it to be clean and you want her to clean it, you gotta do that shit as well. Like, what the fuck? You can't just be doing all this tough guy shit and then not showing her how you want your house clean. Okay, she left some shit, nigga didn't clean it, and then talk to her about it. Not fucking this. And you can talk to her, bro. You can talk to her way different than this, bro. Way different. Don't look at this, bitch. What the fuck? What is all that? What is all that? Clean that shit up. Look, you left something right here. You left this. You left that. You left that. Come on, man. Lock in, baby. You gotta lock in. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you become the woman that you want to be, and the woman that I want you to be. You feel me? You don't know how to just talk to your woman. It might take you like 50 million times because shit, y'all probably was in the learning stages of each other. I know shit get frustrating, but nigga, you gotta keep leading by example. It's too late now, but you had to. You should have kept leading by example, bro. It's different ways to do the shit other than putting your hands on her and calling her out her damn name. For real.
They fell on the floor, so I didn't want to reuse them.
You look at it. You don't pay attention to what the fuck you doing. You all over place, Olivia? You ain't got the chance to claim no law. Who on the wall? Who you blaming now?
Me?
Harriet don't live here. It's you. It's always been you.
Chris would take any chance that he could to bully Olivia, constantly putting her worth into question, even humiliating her in front of her own daughter.
When I got the show ass, you didn't have a job. You were collecting unemployment. You just had off. And most men in this world want a woman that got what? You wouldn't be doing it.
Look, oh, y'all can't even see, bro. Y'all can't even see. Let me look. She's cleaning up right now. She is cleaning up right now. While he's in her ear just nagging. If she's cleaning up, leave her the fuck alone. Who gives a fuck if she had a job or not? Soon as she start cleaning up, nigga, it's over with. It's nothing else to talk about. There's nothing else to talk about. Man, nigga. Bro, this shit is crazy, bro. I'm gonna stay over here. My fault, y'all.
If I wouldn't have got upset, you would have bagged that. Life would be so much easier for me if you start thinking. You do dumb because you don't think.
This footage shed light on Chris's true colors and confirmed the allegations of abuse from Olivia's family. Detectives also looked into Chris's criminal records and discovered that he had a history of violent charges, including multiple assaults in 1996 and a domestic assault in 1998, which landed him in jail for a brief period of time. Even though they were still waiting for ongoing forensic analysis results, authorities believed that they had enough evidence to place charges against Chris.
News this morning, a Beaumont man is now facing murder charges in a Valentine's Day shooting of his wife. Police say this man, Christopher Ray Jones, who worked as a correctional counselor at the Beaumont Federal Prison, killed his wife, Olivia.
How the fuck was you a counselor doing all this dumbass shit? How the fuck? They just be giving people credentials, boy. I promise you. They just be giving people credentials. Like, nigga, yeah, fuck. It ain't funny.
Chris was charged with first-degree murder and second-degree manslaughter in April of 2019. But unexpectedly, within 24 hours after being charged, he was released on a $150,000 bond and was put under house arrest with a GPS monitor.
Now, a man charged with murdering his wife is back at their home.
40-year-old Christopher Ray Jones was arrested and charged with shooting his wife in the face on Valentine's Day. His bond was set at $150,000. He paid and is now out.
Many taking to social media to voice their concerns, stating things like, "Can't believe he's out on a..."
Boy, if we was her family, if we was her fucking family, Buddy would be cooked. I'm trying to tell you that one time and one time only. He would be cooked. Don't give a fuck how big you are. You want to play gun games? Cool. He would be cooked as soon as he would have got out that motherfucker. Excuse whatever I just said, but it is what it is. Real.
$150,000 bond. That's crazy. What's wrong with our system? And can't believe they would make his bond so low that he got out. He should not be walking the streets.
While out on bail, Christopher was allowed to continue operating the Jones family business, a food truck called One Plate at a Time. The judge allowed Chris to work while out on bail since the food truck is directly beside his home. However, this decision was controversial amongst Olivia's family and the community. They knew Chris was the only person with Olivia at the time of her death, and they all seemed to believe that he had killed her.
This food truck on Concord Road in Beaumont is a hot topic on social media. It's not generating rave reviews from many, but condemnation from a grieving family.
I don't see how would anyone want to support someone who murdered their wife on Valentine's Day, which is a day that we are supposed to celebrate love, and the day that she was going to celebrate that with him. he decides to take her life.
Chris's image was tainted even further when the results from the crime lab came in. The bloodstain patterns at the crime scene indicated that the gunshot wound could not have happened in the way that Chris described it. Additionally, investigators found no gunshot residue on Olivia's hands, indicating that there was no way she was holding the gun when it went off. There was, however, gunshot residue on Chris's hands and clothing. Despite all of the evidence pointing towards Chris, he pled not guilty to his charges. But before his trial would take place, Olivia's family held a gathering to honor her memory.
This Valentine's Day,
Praying for you.
purple and red balloons filled Rogers Park.
Purple means domestic violence, and red was one of her favorite colors.
1 year ago today, Joshua Simmons lost his sister.
Valentine's Day was one of her favorite holidays.
I would give almost anything to have her back right now.
What's this year been like for you and your family?
If you can wrap it up in one word, it would be frustrating.
Frustrated with the fact that Jones isn't behind bars. Now the family wants to raise awareness for domestic violence, but more than
Crashed out. I would have crashed. You lucky I got, well, no. Still would have crashed out. Still would have crashed out. He would have either got his ass beat bad, or he would have been dead. Excuse my language, but for real, there's none of that. Nah.
than anything, they want justice for Olivia.
We want him to spend the rest of his life in prison, while my sister spend the rest of her life in the grave.
After finally having an opportunity to celebrate Olivia's life, her loved ones would once again have to face her death during Chris's upcoming trial. The courtroom was packed with family members from both sides. It had been over 3 years since Olivia's death, and despite the clear tension between the two families, they all wanted the same thing: justice for Olivia. Prosecutors Jimmy Ham and Mike Laird described Chris as an abusive partner with a violent past, and it was only a matter of time before something like this happened. Chris's defense attorney, Ryan Gertz, argued that Chris only grabbed the gun because Olivia was recklessly handling the weapon, putting both herself and Chris in a dangerous predicament. Forensic pathologist Celestina Rossi provided critical bloodstain analysis and confirmed that Olivia did not have any gunshot residue on her, contradicting the defense's claims that her death was merely an accident. The testimonies and evidence combined ultimately overpowered the defense team, and on February 8, 2022, Christopher Ray Jones was found guilty for the murder of his wife, Olivia Jones.
1,118 days. That's how long Olivia Jones's family says they've waited for this moment. The moment when Olivia's husband, Christopher Jones, was found guilty of murder. Olivia died at the hands of her husband on Valentine's Day 2019, and instead of spending a lifetime behind bars,
we elected to agree with the state to a 30-year sentence because of the potential risk of, an even higher sentence.
In exchange, Christopher waived his right to appeal the conviction. After the judge handed down the sentence,
Fucking cluck.
Olivia and Christopher's two daughters took the stand. Looking directly at their father, they described the impact of Olivia's death. The youngest daughter, who was only 11 when her mother died, said, quote, "I'll forgive you one day, but right now I can't." Throughout the trial, the prosecution described a history of abuse that finally blew up. Defense attorney Ryan Getz argued a different version of events.
I think that we'll never know what happened in that room. Ultimately, my impression from the jurors is that they just didn't believe Chris's version of events, and that really only left the one alternative.
This was an emotional day for Olivia's family. As they were leaving the courtroom, they were encouraging each other, saying, "Today was all about Olivia, and she won."
Christopher Jones is currently serving his sentence in the John M. Wynn Unit in Huntsville, Texas.
Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Like I was saying, man. Like I was saying, let me come back over here so I can see myself talk. Like I was saying, man, there's different ways you can handle these type of situations, bro. If you out there and you one of these type of guys, take a step back and breathe, bro. Maybe it is you. Maybe you need to go. Maybe you just need to give her a break. Let her figure out just let her figure out. Y'all in the learning stages of y'all relationship. Let her figure out. Take a step back and let her figure out. Teach by doing by doing what you want her to do. Learning by example, yeah. Teach by having her learn by example, which is you is the example. You is the example. You do everything. Baby, this is how I want you to do it. Next time, yeah. This is how I want you to do this. Yeah. Work together, man. That's all it's about, bro. Working together and trying to be better than what you was raised on or any of that. What you was raised on or any of that, anything. For real. But if y'all enjoyed this video, like, comment. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe. Turn your post notifications on so you will know when I drop my next video. Like for the algorithm, comment how I could do better, and subscribe for more of my content. Turn the post notifications on so you know when I drop my next video. Until next time, your boy Goose, out.